All right, how's everyone doing today? Welcome back to the channel. So everything is down today. Tesla's down over 5%, especially all the like Nasdaq stocks or the tech stocks are down huge today. If we look at the Nasdaq, it's down almost 3% for the day. I think it was at one point. But Tesla took the biggest hit, especially with earnings yesterday being pretty decent. Like I would give the earnings like maybe a B rating, all right? So the earnings did pretty decent for Tesla, especially during COVID and stuff like that. But it is down nonetheless. It was up this morning, obviously, and then it just took a dump. If we look at the earnings in general, airlines took a huge fall, huge loss. And then I believe I don't know where it went, but yeah, here it is. Like AT&T, basically Warner Media took huge revenue decreases. Yeah, here down 23% for the quarter, which is pretty huge, especially for that type of company. That's pretty stable. Now, I'm gonna be talking about if a second wave is coming, what we should do to be ready. What I'm personally doing myself to actually get ready, maybe buy some more stocks or get ready to what I'm looking to buy. Right before we jump into it, make sure to open up Webull if you haven't already. You get 2 free stocks, and make sure to actually start. And you can use this as a great brokerage that I personally use to buy stocks and sell. It's not my main brokerage, but it's a great brokerage to have, and you get 2 free stocks literally just for signing up, opening up a brokerage, and then just deposit $100, and then you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,200 or $1,400. So make sure to do that if you haven't already. It's definitely something I would do. So let's talk about what I'm personally doing. Obviously, Tesla's down to 1500. I'm not selling Tesla, obviously. If Tesla did continue to rally, I might consider it, but especially now since it's down a bit, I'm not going to be selling. Even if it goes to 1200, I'm not selling. If you watch my channel, I've been holding for like almost 3 years now, since 2017, 2018. So I'm not going to be selling anytime soon. I'm waiting for at least until they release like the Cybertruck, and at least 2 years down the road, until I consider like actually taking my profits on this. But I definitely, if it does go down to maybe 1,800, it's probably not going to go all the way down there. But if it does, I might buy, but I don't think it's going to get anywhere down there. I might pick up a share or two if it goes to maybe 1,200. But other than that, I'm going to be keeping it long term. So I wouldn't recommend you guys buying it unless you're keeping this stock and you really believe it in the long term. Now, the Dow is down 400 points. Now that's a lot. I don't know if let me refresh. It's down 360 points. That's a lot. But if we look at, it's only 1.3%. This is 1.6%. It's more than double. So this would be down like almost 1,000 points right now. So this would be huge if it happened with the Dow. But it was the Nasdaq. This has to do obviously with Tesla. And a lot of other stocks. A big one that drove the Nasdaq as well was Snapchat stock. If we look at Snap stock, that's down another 5% for the day, which has been rallying like crazy if you watched it. I had quite a bit. I actually took profits for Snapchat. I'm really happy. I took profits. I bought this stock at the dip. Like it was crazy. I got a lot of, Snapchat stock at around $12. And then I sold it all the way after 100% gain. Like I don't know. I usually don't like to do this stuff, but me buying and selling, I wouldn't call myself a trader at all, but doing that was actually a pretty crazy move. And now it's down like 10% since I sold it. So that's that. Now, a lot of airline stocks and a lot of stocks took a hit today. Boeing's down 1.2. If we look at Delta Airlines, they're actually up today, surprisingly, but they've just been flat. Like a lot of people, I guess, expected losses between them. And we've seen Nasdaq rally like crazy. The Nasdaq has been rallying like crazy, right? So it's about time, honestly. This right now, this dip that we're seeing today, it's about time we've had this dip. Like it's just been rallying way, way too much. But if this dip continues to grow, definitely be sure you guys know I will definitely be looking into actually picking up a few positions or expanding on my positions. One, I don't know. I might make like a whole video on this, but it's basically an ETF, but it's kind of like a really good growth ETF. I might pick up a few more shares. It's down 2.3% today. It's basically ARK Invests. The people behind it, basically by buying the stock, you're investing in a portfolio behind the people who run it, right? But me personally, this is like a growth ETF. It's basically an ETF of like a tech portfolio I would personally have, but I leave it to like these people to actually decide. So they own Square, they own like Zillow, Apple, and then like Amazon and Alibaba. So like they own a lot of these great companies, and then they personally manage it. So if a stock does really bad this quarter, they don't see potential, they'll take it out and just sell it and buy something else. So that's kind of like why I'm personally, obviously it's at all-time highs right now because of Square stock, I believe. That's probably what drove it up the most. But if it continues to dip, I will definitely be picking up this especially for the long term. Like just as a part of my portfolios, definitely could be a decent move right there. Other than that, I'm personally looking to obviously, if you saw my channel, I've been buying a lot of Cheesecake Factory. I'm personally looking to buy this, and literally by 2020, I would say beginning of 2022, maybe end of 2021, they'll be back to where they were in my opinion, and then they should be at around $30, like $35. So this, in my opinion, is easy money, especially since there is some risk involved. I would say if Corona gets worse, they have about 10% chance of going under right now. But if you've driven by a Cheesecake Factory, they're packed even right now. So I personally think this is kind of easy money. Not completely, because they do have that small risk, but they have raised a lot of money. So as long as I'm willing to hold this for another year or 2 years, I think this is nice money. Obviously, make sure to do your own research, but that's what I'm personally doing. They're down only 1% for today, so I probably won't pick up much shares. I probably won't pick up any shares today, but that is that. Now, if this continues to dip, right? I would definitely have cash on the sidelines. Make sure you always go, like, don't, like, when you see the stock market going up, like with QQQ, for example, do not, like, please do not just go all into the stock market with NASDAQ. Like, you see the NASDAQ going up, don't continue buying Apple stock. Like, you always want to have cash on the sidelines. By that, I mean, don't put all your money in the stock market. Obviously, keep buying, especially if you keep buying consistently. That's probably the best way to make great money over the periods of time. But if you have like just some money in hand to deploy on any stock that you're like currently looking at to buy, and you see it's hit that good price, if you don't have any money, you're screwed. Like, you don't have any opportunity to actually get in and get positions made, right? So yeah, definitely make sure to have cash on the sidelines. I personally, right now, I'm keeping about 40-30% on the sidelines. It's probably a lot. It's probably too much. But I just don't see much stocks that really have potential, that are like decently priced. Like, I'm not going to be going around buying like Apple stock and stuff like that. It's pretty expensive right now, to say the least. Especially since I already have some of these positions made, you know. Chipotle digital sales triple. I mean, yes, I've even made a few digital sales with them, but can't offset dining room. Yeah, of course. A big part of their business is dining room. Like, if you go there, I've been to Chipotle's where there's no seats. Like, it's pretty crazy, especially during lunchtime. If we look at, it's just funny to me how like Chipotle stock and stuff like that, they're actually like listed in the NASDAQ. That's pretty crazy. They're only down 5%, but look at this. Like, imagine buying Chipotle at 125 PE. This is not like a crazy growth company. This is not a technology company that's coming out with new products. You know what I mean? So 125 PE ratio is a lot of money. Like, if they were at even 50 PE, that's probably all right, whatever. But at 120, that's too expensive. So like stuff like this, you would have to wait quite a bit to even be able to purchase this. Like an Amazon at 120 PE, okay, Amazon is doing big things. Is Chipotle doing crazy big things? I mean, they might be pulling in numbers, but I don't think they're gonna be coming out with any like burrito technology. You know what I mean? So that is that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. It's hard to say if there will be like a crazy second dip. In my opinion, it's much needed. Look at the NASDAQ for the year, man. It is insane. Especially the earnings are not. I was expecting with these earnings, we'll see in the next week. But I was expecting these earnings to make a bigger dip than this. I was not expecting only a 3% dip. I was expecting a bit more of a dip with these earnings. But if the NASDAQ can go like even another 5% down, like another 3% down, that would be pretty normal. And I might pick up a few more shares of the different stocks. But other than that, yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, make sure to open up a Webull account, especially if you don't have a brokerage, or if you have only one brokerage. It's always good to have more than one, and you get literally free money. So make sure to do that. I'll have a link down in the description, and I'll see you guys on my next video.